with Stevo and Paige. Today we're making crescent s'mores. Traditional Jewish dish. So there's a lot of ingredients and a lot to do, so let's get started, right? Okay, so the first thing you're going to need is a mixing bowl. This is where we're going to put all the dry and wet ingredients together. So
this is like your standard size mixing bowl. It's perfect for something like this.
yes, there's one thing, it has to be green.
Just like our cutting board. We have this cutting board here. We'll be showing you a little bit later how we're going to be using that.
Right. And I think really s'mores, crescent s'mores is a little bit untraditional, but I think it's really great. It's a real American classic, I think. So let's get started. The first thing we're going to need are diced tomatoes. So I'm going to have my lovely assistant open these cans. Yep. Alright. And while she's working on that, I am going to open the gummy bears.
Kids love gummy bears. They're going to love this dish.
Yeah. The one thing, you can only have green ones. Only green ones. Only green ones.
It's okay if you get red tomatoes, though.
Yes. The idea is that it's Christmas colored. And that'll bake down into a real nice crescent. This is, what we're making right here is the base for the crescents.
Can I pour this in just
Yeah, I think that's something time.
You're just going to keep the whole juice in there. You don't need to strain it or anything like that either.
Yep. So, next thing after that, and this is some good fun. Don't get too shocked, but the next ingredient is whole beets. So I'm gonna have Paige open that can, and then she's gonna slice that over there for us.
Beets.
Make sure you use a cutting board. You don't want to slice up your table too much.
Yep.
Those smell delicious.
I think they really accent the gummy flavor smell. They go together very well.
I absolutely agree.
So what you're going to do with this is you can actually just strain this. But what we're going to do, this is a little bit of a secret tip. We just add a little juice. But the rest you strain.
Right. Well, so you don't want it to be too soupy is the problem. So now we're just adding the rest of the wet ingredients. Sour cream. You really don't need like great sour cream. I just got the giant brand. But and then you just kind of, once you have the sour cream, you just...
Whoa, one got away.
They always roll away, don't they?
Yeah. Kind of like, my children. They always try to get away from me too.
Right. I haven't talked to my children in years. Alright, so that's kind of one.
And if you've ever sliced a beet before, it's just kind of like a carrot, a zucchini, anything. The texture is really easy and smooth. You could probably do this with a butter knife. Yeah.
For sour cream, I got 2 tubs, but really you can add as many tubs as you want. It just really, you're kind of accenting the taste at that point. So let's just get that in there. Alright.
Okay, once we've got some beets ready and sliced, they're about this size, if you can see. And you just scoop them right in there. They add great color.
Yeah, that looks delicious.
That's the best thing about this dish is the color. There's so much color.
I think there's a lot going on right there. I don't know if you can see in there. It's really come together. I can already tell.
I feel like you can already smell like how the sour cream and beets mix together.
Right. Alright, so the next part, and I'm going to need some help getting all these, is 8 eggs. 8 eggs. And it's going to cook down, so don't worry about, too much egg in there. So, just kind of...
Yeah, I mean, it's really the best part of the entire thing.
I think, at that point, you really just, I just think eggs are great. I think you really can't bake without eggs, so that's sort of why you need so many eggs. The other day, I had a whole pack of eggs. Almost every single one of them had 2 yolks in it. It was quite wild.
If you get the jumbo pack, they're all like that. So, if that's what you're going for, if you like more egg, more bang for your buck, then really, you should get the jumbo eggs.
Yep, I think there's not really any specific number of eggs besides at least 8. So we're making the minimum order. We're only eating for 2, so that's we don't need a lot.
Yeah.
So once we have that in there, I think we need to stir this down a little.
Mix it up.
Yeah, just wooden mixing spoon. That's really. So you just.
I I think also once you're done like doing a large mixing, you can add a whisk to it just to give it like a quick fluff, you know?
Yeah.
Listen to the sound of that mixing.
That smells great.
And I mean, you just whisk it like you would whisk anything else, you know, like how you would whisk your eggs, but with some, you know.
Yep.
Some.
So.
Yeah.
I'm gonna add a little splash of soy sauce just because I'm a fan of soy sauce. Yeah. Paige knows I put soy sauce on everything.
Yep.
So. You don't need that though. That's just a personal touch. Okay.
Some like to add curry. Some like to add, you know,
yeah.
Parmesan.
So actually, speaking of Parmesan, we're gonna move into the dry ingredients now. Right here, we have a block of Parmesan cheese. This is a friend of ours who really likes Parmesan cheese. So
Yeah.
that's what this is for. All right. Do you want to get started, kind of cutting this up?
Yeah, I'll cut this up.
Okay.
I mean, it's all in the same mixing bowl. You can really just use the same knife that you used.
We also don't have health standards. So, and then what I'm gonna do, the other last.
Makes for a fun meal.
Yeah. So, the other last dry ingredient I'm gonna pull out up here is it's just some rice. You're gonna want to puff the rice. So once you have that, you're gonna need approximately a cup. A cup for this amount. I went ahead and I pre-puffed my rice. Let me get out my cup. That's fine. So.
Wow.
So, and then this is. That's still, man. I gotta show you. That looks really good in there. You can see it starts to settle, but that's okay. We'll just mix it up. It's so really you're looking for a cup of puffed rice.
Hey, and the cheese.
So, oh god.
Okay.
All right.
Wow, that looks so great.
Oh man. Okay, so we're just gonna give it a quick
stir. It smells
stir.
in this kitchen. I mean, you're really missing out, folks at home, because you're not smelling it. But once you make it yourself, you'll know exactly what we're talking about.
Yep. And we're just gonna give this a quick stir. So we're gonna have it all ready to put in the pan. Then we're gonna stick it in the oven, and then I think it's dessert time.
Yeah.
Now we already preheated the oven, but you want to get it to at least 375. You can have it up more than that, but you know, it needs that to get the golden brown. Okay, so now we're gonna get our pan ready. All right, so we're using a 3x9 pan, but really you can use any pan. Just make sure you check it to make sure it doesn't burn through. So, Paige, you want to help me get this out of there?
Yeah, here, I'll help you with that. We got this. Oh, accent the beets. Don't leave out any beets. They really add a lot of flavor.
Yep. Okay. Let me kind of shake off the excess there.
And if you do this thing where you pat it on the table, then all the air bubbles from the wet ingredients will rise to the top. So that will make for a more solid baking. Yep.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna stick this in the oven now. Remember 375 we had preheated it to? We will check back on that later. Alright, see you guys in 45 minutes. And now a word from our sponsors.
Do you ever find yourself spending every day on the front porch waiting for something exciting to happen? Do you spend 364 days a year waiting for the Fireman's Carnival? If the answer to any of these questions was yes, you may be suffering from Arbutia syndrome. Arbutia syndrome has affected the lives of many, but I'm here to tell you that Subrax is here to help. Subrax is the first doctor's approved treatment for this serious condition. With just one small pill a day, you can be up off your front porch and off to Sorrento's in no time. So talk to your doctor about Subraxa today.
Side effects of Subraxa may include loss of sleep, nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea, phantom limb syndrome, sudden bouts of dyslexia, temporary blindness, random bursts of European pop music, hallucinations, loss of feeling in the face, pregnancy, night terrors, engorged nipples, loss of hearing, and in rare cases, death. Talk to your doctor to see if Subraxa is right for you.
Welcome back to Cooking with Stevo and Paige. Alright, let's see how these turned out. Oh, wow.
Ooh.
Wow, look at that.
That looks so delicious.
Mmm.
You can really smell the beets.
Yeah. Mmm. Let's see how these turned out. Mmm. Delicious. Tastes like angels.
Mm. That's real good.
Angels rolled up in a little croissant.
Mm.
Alright. Well, thanks for making some s'mores croissants with us. We hope to see you next time for some more cooking.
See you next time.